You had one job.
Warner Brothers.
One. Take everything good from this movie, leave the crappy stuff, and then put it into this movie with a bigger budget. One job. What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero, bringing you another video. So, of course, I like reviewing things. Alright, I do. And I'm going to be reviewing things on non-anime stuff on this channel. Of course, I review anime on my main channel, RS Mario, where I just reviewed the incredible anime Wonder Egg Priority. You can check that out in the card above. Of course, hit that like button, hit the bell, subscribe, so we can continue bringing you, so I can continue bringing you more videos. But yeah,
Warner Brothers.
One job. Making a Mortal Kombat movie. So, of course, Mortal Kombat 2021. It follows Cole, a retired MMA champion who gets, through a series of events, gets sucked into the world of Mortal Kombat. You know, and through a tattoo or a birthmark type of deal that he has, that is connected to some deep stories in the Mortal Kombat lore, and he is into Mortal Kombat. You know, so he has to go through the whole thing. He has to go to Lord Raiden's temple. He has to fight people. Like, the movie itself is pretty good. Like, we got a lot of the things that we wanted in a Mortal Kombat movie. We got the violence. Alright, that's pretty good, even though I will say that the fights could have been a bit better. We did get the violence. We got fatalities. We got a slightly higher budget, so things aren't as crappy as they were in the 90s. The only thing we didn't get is, you know, that sick lore. Like, how could you mess up the lore of Mortal Kombat? It's arguably the best lore in fighting games. I mean, because when it comes to, like, lore in fighting games, the story really isn't a big thing. The story is a window dressing. You came here to play as characters and fight people. Like, I mean, Mortal Kombat is, like, right up there, probably right above Tekken when it comes to overall lore in a fighting game. So, if you just take that story and then give it a better budget, some violence, make it rated R, it works. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to come for the characters and the story, and they're going to stay for everything else. Boom. But this movie doesn't really do that. And so, of course, I'm going to do something I don't usually do, is I'm going to talk some spoilers. So, I'm going to let you know when the spoilers come, but I'm going to have to talk spoilers, because most of what's wrong with this movie is spoilers. So, I'm going to talk about what I like, though. Kano. Kano is the best character in this movie. Hands down. He stands out. He's kind of an anti-hero. Well, no, he's not even really an anti-hero. He's just a villain who happens to be with the heroes because they have to be. You know what I'm saying? He's a dick through this entire movie. And it's amazing. Like, it is. He's the best character in this movie. Everybody else is either wooden or they have generic protagonitis. Thus, you know, they don't stand out as characters very well. But he does. He you know, if there's anything I compare him to, he's kind of like Captain Boomerang in the original Suicide Squad. Which, I mean, I guess that's not a huge thing. But he kind of is, though. You know, and it's not just because he's Australian. It's just because his character is the best one. Another thing I like is Raiden. Raiden in this movie is probably close to perfect as you're going to get. Because Raiden, he isn't... Like, I think that the original Raiden from the original Mortal Kombat was kind of too jokey. He was too jovial. You know what I'm saying? To be like this, you know. But I guess as a kid, I really liked it. But when I look at it as an adult, I'm like, you're supposed to be a god, man. Kind of chill on the Obi-Wan trolling, man. Like, just chill. Be a god. Be a little bit more stoic, man. And this dude actually pulls it off. I don't know his name. God, I can't remember people's names. I'm sorry. But he actually kind of pulls it off, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's stoic But you can tell under that they does kind of have that cheeky persona under him, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of dig that. Like, he's cool too. Him and Kano, best characters in the movie. They do bring back all of the other characters here. So we have Raiden, we have Liu Kang, we have Kung Lao, who isn't dead for most of the movie. You know, we have Scorpion and Sub-Zero, who are now central to the story, and they have personalities and they talk. They're not just like mindless henchmen. You know what I'm saying? They actually have personalities and speaking lines. They're real characters in this. You know, and then of course we have our main character, who is he's wood. He even looks like wood. He is Cole Young. Cole Young, man. This character, this character would not be one of the worst parts of this movie if he was Liu Kang. All right, if they had everything that Cole, if Cole was Liu Kang, if you just changed his name to Liu Kang, it wouldn't be as bad. If he still have generic protagonitis, but Liu Kang has generic protagonitis. Okay, I mean he's a generic protagonist. Now he's built up later in the later games, and he's fleshed out and given character. He even has a heel turn, but he is pretty much the generic I must save the world protagonist that you find in media. But Cole, you literally made an entire character and then made him boring. So now he's unnecessary and he's boring twice bad. Other than that, though, the movie's actually pretty good. And I want to go ahead and give my rating here. This movie gets a hard C. Alright, it's not bad. It could have been better, but it's not nearly as bad as Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So far, the movie was good. I have to say, cut your brain off, sit down, eat some popcorn. It's good. So now, I'm about to get into spoilers. Alright? So if you don't want to see, if you don't want to talk spoilers, you can check out my Wonder Egg Priority review, or you can check out the video where I fix Marvel's broken bootleg protagonist, Gay Captain America. Alright? So they're gone now. Let's talk some spoilers. Man, the worst things about this movie are the things that you can't talk about because of spoilers. Like, the fact that Cole is like the long lost descendant of Hanzo Hasashi, who is Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, why? Why would you? I mean, I understand why you want to make Sub-Zero and Scorpion central parts of the narrative, because they're the most popular characters. So if you're going to make a franchise, you want the most popular characters to be at the forefront, kind of, sort of. But they were kind of bad guys. I mean, well, okay, though. I guess this works. Like, Scorpion's soul literally comes back from hell. You know what I'm saying? So if he got sent to hell, it's obvious that he was a dick. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, he probably had like a Kenshin situation where essentially he was this evil ninja for the Shirai Ryu, you know, his clan. And of course, they tried to kill and destroy the Lin Kuei, which was Sub-Zero's clan. And sometime after this, he probably went off to live his life, you know, and live a life of not being a ninja. That's probably why his dagger was being used as a gardening tool by his wife, you know. So more than likely, that's what happened. He left his life as a ninja behind and went off to live his life and have kids and a family. And then Sub-Zero was like, nah, bruh, you know what I'm saying? And went after him. And that's why he came in and killed him and killed his family, because, you know, revenge. You know, you're not going to be able to just dip off and go and live a normal life. This ain't freaking Last of Us Part 2. I'm getting this revenge. You know, I think that was the situation with Scorpion, you know, or Hanzo Hasashi. And, you know what I'm saying, he, you know, essentially went off to live his life. And but he wasn't a good person for his entire life. That's why he went to hell. So the other thing about this is arcanas. So just the way they work the powers in this game. So they do something that's weird, and they explain why these people can do the things they do. Which, now, usually in a movie, okay, I'm like, okay, that kind of works. But in Mortal Kombat, you know, and the arcanas don't even really make sense. Like, because some of them are like, you know, oh, I have a laser eyeball. But just one laser eyeball, though. Not two, just one. What's Kung Lao's power? He throws his head. Like, so what? Captain America does the same thing with his shield. The only difference is his shield isn't a blade. They really shouldn't have. They should have taken the marks and the arcanas out, and just had it that, you know, you train with Raiden, and he helps you unlock abilities that you didn't know you have. The fights are also another issue. So the fights are actually good. The only difference is it feels like a PG-13 fight with an R ending. So, like, you feel like they're punching. It's like punch, punch, kick, kick, throw, punch, kick, fatality. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a... You don't see the damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at something like, say... What's the name? Say, like, Punisher. Like, that fight in the prison. Like, you actually see the damage. He got beat to hell in that movie. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of violence I'm kind of looking for. I don't need, like, flashy fatalities. I don't need you to, like, fly on Dragon Lady's back while you surf her into your saw blade. Like, that's cheesy. I mean, there's a time for cheese, but that's just kind of ridiculous. Just beat the shit out of her, man. Like, you know, just, like, have it look like that, you know, instead of having it look extra over the top. But Cole, like, Cole's character is Liu Kang. Essentially, the only difference is he's not, like, he didn't run from what he had to do like Liu Kang in the first movie. He just doesn't know. You know, not to mention his arcana is trash. Dude, this man got like a wooden freaking Black Panther suit on. Like, did nobody ever notice this? Everybody else's arcana, like Sub-Zero can freeze people, and Liu Kang can shoot fire, and Kung Lao is Captain America, but he gets this weird armor that is essentially a Black Panther suit. It can, you know, it takes blows and it redistributes that energy, and he can like fight back with the energy, but he can't shoot it. He can just fight back, and then he has blades, and he beats people. He has one of them is like a Taki stick, like, you know, the stick that Taki has from Soul Calibur, and the other one is like a blade, and he can use those. But they don't explain that, you know, like, can he create any kind of weapon? Can he just create these weapons? Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. You know, in this Mortal Kombat movie, that's called Mortal Kombat, there's no Mortal Kombat. There's no Mortal Kombat tournament in this movie. The Mortal Kombat, this is the setup. This is the prelude to the Mortal Kombat movie. The Mortal Kombat tournament is the next movie. But that's about it for this. Like, comment, subscribe, and good day to you.